Nuzum. Thanks for joining us too, Doc. And I got a question for you. What is the most commonly taken supplement today?
A multivitamin, one a day.
Right, a one a day, right? And see, that's the problem, folks. We've got people that are taking these one a day vitamins that are made out of synthetic chemicals, basically. They're not whole food vitamins. And then they think that it's going to benefit them. And so you have this false sense of security, I think, that people have derived because they take a pill each day. They take a one a day. And they think, okay, I'm getting all the vitamins, all the minerals I need from this one a day. But in reality, is that giving them a false sense of security that they're going to be healthier or they're going to be improving their physical condition because of this one a day vitamin?
I got one statement and then I have a story to answer that. One is synthetically, synthesized vitamins and minerals. A lot of times a lot of vitamins are synthesized out of petrochemical waste. How is that possibly healthy for you?
Oil derivatives.
Oil derivatives. How could that possibly be good for you? Number one. Number two, your chemically synthesized vitamins and minerals at certain levels gets treated as if they're toxic. So your body actually starts to expel them instead of absorb them. So again, how does that help? It can't possibly help you.
Well, and if it's chemical form of a vitamin, right? It's not the vitamin, is it?
Right. Even if your body would use it, it's not going to use it very well. The solution to the problem is to go back to food, number one. Instead of making something synthetic, go back to something that is food-based. In order for the food that food base to become maximum, have the maximum bioavailability, okay?
Which means your body can use it.
Which means your body is able to use this, absorb it, take it in, and make it part of itself. It has to be fermented.
Fermented, okay.
Again, we go back to this fermentation deal. And then we're also combining our fulvic and humic acid delivery system with this. Okay, so
you developed a fermented vitamin mineral that is delivered with fulvic and humic acid. This is unique in the market, isn't it? I've never heard of anything like this.
Nothing like this.
So why does it work well?
First off, we have all our vitamins and minerals in the formula are coming from food sources. Okay, nothing synthetic. Nothing synthetic.
No fake stuff.
No fake stuff.
Okay.
So everything in this, so it's not even a fortified formula. Okay, when you eat a fortified food, they add synthetic vitamins.
That means
and
they
minerals.
basically slapped on some chemicals onto the flakes and they call them fortified.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This isn't a fortified vitamin mineral supplement either. It's food that's been fermented and has been standardized to have X amount of vitamin A, X amount of beta carotene, X amount of vitamin C, X amount of magnesium, and calcium, and zinc, and all these different nutrients. And it's all been fermented, so it's ready to absorb as soon as you take it. Plus, we have our humic and fulvic acid delivery system to drive it into the system. There's a hormone called leptin that gets the secretion of leptin gets turned off when your stomach, not your intestines, but your actual stomach has been saturated with nutrients. So if you're eating Twinkies, there's no nutrients, so you can keep eating Twinkies all day long and never be full.
Because it doesn't trigger the leptin.
Never shuts the leptin off.
Okay.
You gotta fill your stomach with nutrients, and leptin gets turned off.
So this Fulvimax vitamin and mineral complex is food.
It's food. It's food. It's super concentrated, nutrient dense, enzymatically active, and enzymatically activated because of the fermentation process. Food that your body is hungry for, is waiting to absorb.
Wow, that's awesome. And I say it's awesome because, see, this is something that my family needs, is a good multivitamin and mineral to take each day.
Anyone that has eaten the standard American diet, okay, needs to become more nutrient dense. And so we have to fill the body up with nutrients in order for it to function properly. in order for it to rebuild itself properly, just for normal everyday operations.
So this Fulvamax could be an essential part of a detoxification process too.
Absolutely.
Because without these nutrients, these vitamins and minerals, your body's not going to detox properly.
Won't detox properly.
Okay.
Exactly. You need those nutrients to activate the different processes in the body. Yeah. Otherwise, the body will slowly shut down if it's missing these things over here, those things over there, and eventually things stop operating properly. And so by giving it the right nutrients, those things can start operating again.
Wow.
And people feel well. Things are actually functioning properly.
So, Doc, with the right vitamins and mineral combination, as well as having the proper delivery system, which we talked about, the fulvic acid, right, being a delivery system in this Fulvamax, what results have you seen with your patients?
Oh my goodness. Well, the gentleman I was talking about earlier, the large gentleman, all right, it took a period of 4 years. He lost over 400 pounds.
Wow.
This guy lost 420 pounds. When he was finished, he weighed 220 pounds. The guy he used the same belt. He just kept poking holes in the belt.
Probably wrapped around him twice, didn't it?
3 times.
3 times.
3 times by the time he was finished. It was excellent. He'd come in and he's like, "Yeah, I tell you what, because of this, Doc, I'm half the man I used to be."
And eventually he was only a third.
Eventually he was only a third, So, but that was just one example of getting the body's normal activities functioning properly. Okay. Aside from that, I mean, we have people with fatigue. Basic vitamin and mineral supplementation is essential. I mean, if you're missing, if your house was missing 2x4s in it, the walls might fall over, and the roof might cave in. In your body, if it's missing nutrients, things fall apart. So, in virtually every, all my patients, I have to give them something like this. They have to have something. We got to replenish those nutrients. So, everyone that I'm working with hormonal issues, fatigue, inability to detoxify, that's a big problem actually from a clinician standpoint, a physician standpoint. We get patients that are incapable of detoxifying. Their body won't detoxify.
And it's because they don't have the vitamins.
They don't have the vitamins and minerals, exactly. And these folks, they have massive chemical sensitivities. They're labeled with allergies. But what it is their body can't detoxify, so it has an inflammatory response to everything. And until we get them nutrient dense again, they can't detoxify and they keep having these issues. So there's a lot. And this is something that's, in my opinion, so basic. Everybody needs to be taking. They already understand they need to take a 1-a-day vitamin.
They've just been taking really bad ones, and now here's a really good one. Because that was my next question: who needs to take Fulvamax?
Right. Everybody needs to take something like this.
Well, I don't know. I honestly, I only know of a couple of other multivitamins that I would even consider taking myself, and they're not really all that good, but they're not terrible. Like the stuff that you find in the stores, for $9 a bottle, I would never even consider taking that. But there's a couple of brands, but I'm just glad that you've invented this, developed this, whatever you want to call it, because now I know this is a brand, multivitamin mineral, that I can take and my family can take, and it's going to work for us. Yeah, awesome. As the people in Tennessee say, I'm going to get me some of this.
Very good.
And I think that a lot of people that are watching this interview about vitamins and minerals, they may be interested in more information. So if you are interested in more information about this Fulvamax product that Dr. Nuzum has developed, just click the link below. Thanks for joining us today, Doc.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, and God bless all of you. Have you ever tried a vitamin or mineral supplement that promised to be an amazing miracle solution just to find that you don't feel even a tiny bit better by using it? Welcome to the club. Over 100 million Americans take a multivitamin supplement every day, but most don't get any benefit from it. You're still feeling lousy and you're still feeling tired. Some of the symptoms you may be experiencing due to mineral deficiency are fatigue, depression, infertility, hypothyroidism, diabetes, poor concentration, memory problems, osteoporosis, arthritis, frequent food cravings, coronary disease, cancer, immune deficiencies, obesity, and premature aging. But why? You're taking vitamins, right? The reason is that most vitamins, 95% to be exact, are actually made up of isolated synthetic compounds that are chemically and structurally different from the actual vitamin complexes found in real foods. You see, whole food-based supplements are exactly what their name suggests. They're supplements made from concentrated whole foods. The vitamins are not isolated, but are actually a synergy of enzymes, coenzymes, trace elements, antioxidants, and other factors, all working in harmony to provide your body with the fuel that it needs to stay healthy. If we go to a junkyard, we can certainly find all the parts that are needed to build an automobile, right? We got the tires, the steering wheel, an engine, shock absorbers, an axle, windshield wiper, seats, headlights, etc., right? However, if we throw all these isolated parts into a big pile, we can't expect a BMW to emerge, can we? We all know that an automobile in its original form will perform better than a heaping pile of individual parts. Well, the same analogy applies to vitamins and minerals that have been isolated. We cannot isolate nutrients from the whole complex and then expect them to do the same job as the whole complex is designed to do. In other words, they are parts of an entire synergistic complex that serve a good purpose when they're part of the whole. But they will not provide the fuel that your body needs unless they are part of a well-orchestrated nutritional symphony. Fulvamax is the whole food-based nutritional symphony with 21 fermented vitamins and enzyme-activated minerals which have undergone a proprietary fermentation process which ensures absorption into the body, and 36 nutrient-rich fermented organic superfoods and botanicals. Fulvamax is in a class all of its own.